The nature versus nurture debate is one widely covered in the social sciences and philosophy. The premise of the debate is as to whether nature, biology, instinct, or nurture, socialization, social structures, etc., largely control human behavior. Free will, or at least some freedom of action, is presupposed in the criminal justice system, where offenders are held responsible for their actions. Otherwise, sending individuals on long stretches in prison would be seen as immoral. Sociology as a discipline tends to seem as though it subscribes to the nurture debate, with a large amount of research primarily focusing within the realm of society. But that doesn't put the subject into direct opposition to biology with its scientific research on human anatomy. The field of sociobiology is based on the assumption that social behavior has resulted from evolution and attempts to explain and examine social behavior within that context. What is human behavior? Sociologists study group life and the social forces that affect human behavior. A central goal is to gain insight into how our lives are influenced by the social relationships around us. Since all behavior is social behavior, sociology is a very broad field of study. Sociology focuses on understanding the social and cultural aspects of human behavior at the local, national, and global levels. Explanations of human behavior, nature. The most prominent nature explanations of human behavior is that humans as animals act according to their primal instincts. This view is held by many biologists and some branches of psychology, e.g. evolutionary psychology. Physical evolution can be seen in fossils dating back thousands of years. We are taller than earlier groups of Homo sapiens who lived, and other groups such as Homo neanderthalis, Neanderthals, who we bred with on some scale. But physical evolution doesn't necessarily mean that human behavior is hardwired. Neuropsychology, paleobiology, evolutionary psychology all hold that humans today are all ingrained with hunter-gatherer mentalities. An instinct to fight furiously when threatened for instinct, and a drive to trade information and share secrets. Our hunter-gatherer mentality is also said to have some effect on why men like to see women in red lipstick. Hereditary illnesses passed from a parent to child can also change behavior. Think of, say, sickle cell or cystic fibrosis. Explanations of human behavior, nurture. The nurture debate explains human behavior by examining socialization, environment, and relationships. Moving away from biology and evolution, when a girl child is born, her family will usually socialize her to be feminized. They will grow her hair, clothe her in dresses, buy dolls, all conforming their child to the feminine ideal before the child has any idea of what gender or female is. This is referred to as gender socialization. It is also valuable to examine an individual's social environment when considering their behavior. Expressions of nationalism may become prevalent at times of war rather than at times of peace. Sociologists believe social environments, interactions, and structures shape human behavior. Family types, family structures, subcultures, media, government wealth, and inequality all mold an individual's personality, which ultimately drives their behavior. Why do sociologists believe in nurture? Sociologists study people all over the world and are of the consensus that people tend to behave differently. They can even find difference amongst groups when they divide by class, race, and ethnicity. Here's evidence that they use to support the nurture debate. The Bobo doll experiment conducted by Albert Bandura in 1961 and 1963 showed that when a child viewed aggressive behavior, they were more likely to express aggressive behavior in the future. This is used as evidence of learnt behavior and the hypodermic syringe model. 2. Marbuck Gladwell found having a higher IQ is only utilized under the right social conditions. 3. Research into child delinquency has shown that some youth experiment with crime whilst others persist in crime throughout their lives. The social environment, their relationships, and families often played a role. 4. Children are often socialized to play a gender and in some cases reprimanded to stay in place, e.g., boys don't cry. 5. Humans exercise large levels of control in social settings, hoping to avoid embarrassment and social ridicule. People tend not to burp, fart, or excrement around people, whilst maintaining to breathe and function. 6. We imprison individuals on the basis that they have some free will and can be held responsible for their actions, not because they are acting on biological impulse or instinct. Circumstances, child abuse, poverty, mental health are all taken into consideration in the courtroom. So what do you think? This debate could go on forever. Don't forget, if you liked this video, subscribe and check us out on Twitter at The Sociological and on Facebook at The Sociological Mail. Ta-da!